Hey guys, my name is Anna Catherine Peel and I'm a third grade teacher in the Gulfport School District at Pastoral Elementary School. Today, I cannot wait to talk to you about rectilinear area. In previous lessons, we have talked about area. The only difference is today, we're going to be expanding our knowledge. We're going to build on just knowing the area of a square or a rectangle and now making some kind of crazy shapes and adding them together to find a new area. So I think you're ready. Let's go ahead and get started. Our academic vocabulary for this lesson is the word area. An area is the amount of space inside a closed two-dimensional figure. Area is measured in square units. We also have the word product, and product is the answer to a multiplication problem, or the result of a multiplication problem. Last but not least, we have square units. The area of a square with side lengths of 1 unit. So when you have an answer and we have maybe 2 units times 6 units equals, it doesn't just equal 12, it equals 12 square units because we are in area. So let's go ahead and look at the area equation. It's the same area equation as we have done in previous standards, in previous videos. It's still area equals length times width. And remember, when we do our problems, we're going to say, if we have an area of 4 times 3, we're going to say 4 units times 3 units equals 12 square units. Our first practice problem, as you see, the area is a little bit different than what we've been doing, but don't fret because we've got this, y'all. We have 2 rectangles we can pull out of here, and I'm actually going to break it apart here. I want you to pretend you're taking some scissors and you are just cutting that rectangle up. Now, it's a problem that we can do because looking at just this shape, it would look just like this if we were doing it on our own, and we've practiced that area. We have mastered that area. So we're going to multiply the same as we've been doing. 5 units times 2 units. Well, 5 units times 2 units equals, what is it going to equal? 5 units times 2 units equals 10 square units. The only difference is that's not our final answer. It's just going to go right here. It's just this rectangle. 10 square units. We now have to find this other rectangle as well. So we have 7 units times 3 units. And when we multiply those together, we get 21 square units. And I'm going to put that right here. Now we have to ask ourselves, if this rectangle is 21 square units and this rectangle is 10 square units, how are we going to find our answer? How are we going to combine them? Wait, I just heard the word combined. We've been working word problems, and we know that when we see the word combined, it means that we're going to be adding them together. So we're going to add our 2 areas together. We have 21 square units plus 10 square units. And when you add 21 plus 10 together, you're going to get 31 square units because 1 plus 0 is 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So we get 31 square units. And so our combined rectilinear area should have been 31 square units. Let's do another practice problem. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up. This one's a little different than the one we just did. Because this number 7, it's for this entire side. And when I cut my rectangle apart, I'm going to cut it right here, which means I'm cutting into the 7. So if I were to draw that, this whole thing would equal 7. And I just cut it right here. And we know that because it's 4 on this side, that it's still going to be a 4 on this side, which means part of the 7 that we cut, we know is going to equal to 4. We've got to ask ourselves, though, 4 plus what is going to equal 7? 4 plus what equals 7? 4 plus 3 equals 7. So we know that this dimension is going to be 3. Now we can work our problem. We have 3 times 4, and we know that 3 units times 4 units equals, well, let's see. 3 units times 4 units equals 12 square units. The next part we have is 4 and 8. So we're going to multiply those together. We have 4 units times 8 units, and that equals 32 square units. And when I add these together, I have 32 plus 12. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 3 plus 1 equals 4. So we have 44 square units as our answer. All right, let's try one more problem. On this problem, I want you to go ahead and I want you to freeze the screen, okay? And I want you to practice it. And then when you've gotten your answer, I want you to unpause the screen and I will tell you the answer, okay? So go ahead and pause your screen. I'm going to go ahead and keep working. All right. We are going to break our problem right here. That leaves us with the dimensions 7 and 2. We have 7 units times 2 units, and that equals 14 square units. Next, put that right here. Next, we have 5 units times 3 units, and that's going to leave us with 15 square units. When we add these together, the 14 square units plus the 15 square units, I always want to stack them so I can line them up by place value. 5 plus 4 is 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. So our answer is 29 square units. So we have 15 plus 14, and when we add them all together, we get 29 square units. Thank you for joining me on the rectilinear area lesson today, and good luck.